Hey, look, I know how it feels. You've been trying, you've been working, you've been showing up, and it still feels like you're miles away from the life you want. Like the progress is slow, like nothing's moving, like you're spinning in place. But before you let the doubt creep in, before you convince yourself it's not working, before you think about quitting, shrinking, or settling, let me say something. As your friend, as someone who sees your effort and means this, you're closer than you realize. Let's talk about why. 1. Progress feels invisible, right before it becomes obvious. Here's the truth. The hard part about growth is that it doesn't announce itself. You don't get a notification that says, hey, you're only 3 more focused weeks away from a breakthrough. Instead, it feels like silence, like effort with no reward, like showing up again and again, wondering when it will finally click. But breakthroughs usually come after the boring part. They show up like a plot twist, right when you're about to give up. So if it feels pointless right now, if it feels like you're getting nowhere, good. That's usually when the shift is about to happen. 2. Your mind is stronger than you think. You just haven't seen it fully tested yet. There's a version of you that only reveals itself under pressure. And you might not have seen that version yet, not fully. But it's there. It's the part of you that gets up when no one else would. The part that keeps going when everyone would understand if you quit. The part that pushes through confusion, self-doubt, and fear, and still finds a way. You don't need to become someone else. You just need to unlock the part of you that's already been built through everything you've endured. You're not weak. You're unproven. There's a big difference. And what you're facing now, it's the test that shows you what's already in you. 3. Most people quit at 40%. You ever hear that saying? When your brain tells you you're done, you've actually only hit 40%. That's not just motivational fluff. It's real neuroscience. Your brain's job is to protect you. It tries to keep you in familiar territory. So the moment things get uncomfortable, it sends alarms. This is too much. Let's stop. Let's go back. But here's what separates the ones who make it. They don't listen. They push through the 40% wall. They realize that fear doesn't mean stop. It means you're stretching. So if you feel like quitting, remind yourself you've still got 60% left in the tank. You're just now getting started. 4. You're already past the hardest part, starting. You know what most people never do? They start. They stay in their head. They plan. They fantasize. They talk. They research. But they never move. You? You already did the hardest thing. You began. Even if it's messy. Even if you don't know what's next. Even if you're figuring it out as you go. You've already crossed the line most people never will. That means you've built momentum. Even if it's small. Even if it doesn't feel fast enough. Progress is progress. Forward is forward. And if you just keep moving, you will build something real. 5. Your standards have changed. That's a sign of growth. Here's something you probably haven't noticed. You're frustrated because your standards have risen. The things that used to be good enough, they don't feel right anymore. The habits that used to satisfy you, they feel lazy now. The old version of you doesn't fit anymore. That frustration, that dissatisfaction, it's not failure, it's evolution. It means you're leveling up. It means you want more now, because you know you're capable of more. You're not behind, you've just outgrown where you were, and that's a powerful place to be. 6. Your goals are bigger, but so are you. Here's what happens as you grow. Your vision gets clearer, your dreams get bolder, your goals get scarier, and that's good. But what people don't realize is this. When your goals grow, your doubts grow too. That's normal. But don't forget, you've grown too. The person who's facing this new challenge is not the same person from last year. You're more prepared than you think. You've learned more than you realize. You've survived more than you give yourself credit for. You're equipped for this next level, even if it doesn't feel like it yet. 7. You don't need a sign. You need to decide. Let's be honest. Sometimes we say we're waiting for clarity, but we're really just avoiding the discomfort of commitment. You don't need the universe to give you a green light. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need someone to tell you it's going to work. You just need to decide, this is the direction I'm going, and I'll figure it out as I go. That's how high performers operate. Not from certainty, but from conviction. Choose your path, and make the path right as you walk it. 8. Your momentum is real, even if you can't see it. Yet think about a seed. You plant it, water it, nurture it, and for a while nothing happens. No sprouts, no leaves, no signs of life. But underground, roots are forming, foundation is growing, strength is building. And then one day, it breaks through. Your progress is the same. It might feel invisible right now, but that doesn't mean it's not happening. Every early morning, every no to distraction, every representative, every late-night study session, every dollar saved, it's all adding up. You just haven't seen the surface-level results yet. But you will. Keep planting, keep watering, keep trusting. 9. You've already survived what you thought would break you. Think back. Remember that thing you didn't think you'd get through? That season that drained you, that loss, that disappointment, that rock bottom. You're still here. You didn't break, you bent, you cracked, you struggled, but you're still here. And now you're facing something new. And guess what? You're more equipped than ever. Your track record proves it. You don't give up, you don't fold, you adapt, you grow. And that's why this next chapter won't break you either. You've already proven what you're made of. 10. You're not stuck. You're stepping up. This part's subtle but important. You might feel stuck, like things aren't moving, but pause for a second. Zoom out. You're not stuck. You're in a stretch zone. This is the part where you let go of old habits, step into discomfort, rebuild your identity, set new standards, upgrade your inputs. It feels like stuckness, but it's actually leveling up in disguise. It's uncomfortable, but that's because you're growing. And once you push through, you won't even recognize the version of you on the other side. 11. Every no you've said has moved you closer. You might think you're not making progress, but think about how many distractions you've said no to this year. No to drama. No to fake friends. No to wasting weekends. No to the job that didn't align. No to the relationship that drained you. No to old habits you knew were holding you back. Those no's don't get celebrated, but they should, because every one of them carved space for your real life to show up. Don't just track wins. Track restraint. That's where real growth lives. 12. You're building something most people will never understand. Let's say it plainly, most people won't get what you're trying to do. They won't understand why you're so focused, why you're saying no to shortcuts, why you're working when it's not glamorous, why you care so much, and that's okay. You're building a life most people won't have, so of course they don't get it. Stop waiting for applause. Stop hoping they'll cheer for your self-improvement. Some things you do just because you know it's right. They'll catch up later or they won't. Either way, you keep going. 13. You've got proof. You just haven't noticed it yet. Want some real encouragement? Look at what you've already done. You've started. You've been consistent. You've bounced back after setbacks. You've learned new skills. You've changed how you think. You've shown courage when no one saw it. That's proof that you're on your way. You don't need to see the finish line to know you're in the race. Celebrate what's working, not just what's missing. You're doing better than you think. 14. The breakthrough comes after the boring. This one's hard to accept, but true. Most people give up right before it starts working. They stop posting on video 49 when 50 would have gone viral. They skip the gym on day 19 when 20 is when the habit would have clicked. They walk away from the idea when it was one tweak away from taking off. You might be days away from momentum, one conversation away from a life-changing opportunity, one email away from the open door, but you'll never know if you stop now. So keep showing up, even if it's quiet, even if it's boring. Because boring is where breakthrough builds. 15. The reason you haven't quit yet. That's your proof. Let's end with this. You've had every reason to quit, and you haven't. You've had the doubt, the setbacks, the bad days, the "is this even worth it" moments, and still, you're here. Reading this, trying, thinking, caring. That matters. That's not weakness. That's resilience, and that's the biggest sign that you're going to make it. Because most people don't care enough to keep showing up when it's hard. You do, and that's why you're closer than you realize. Final words. Let this be your reminder. You don't need to feel ready. You don't need a big win to prove it's working. You don't need the world to notice. You just need to remember. You've come far. You've learned a lot. You're still going, and you're closer than you think. Keep building, keep showing up, keep betting on yourself. Because the life you want, it's not far off. It's just around the corner.